We are back for UFC Fight Night in Seattle, Cejudo vs Song. And in this video we will go over all the picks that have been made by the UFC YouTube Predictors. There will be a total of 12 fights on this card, and we start with the first one, which is a fight in the light heavyweight division between Modestas, Bukauskas and Raffael Cerquera. Modestas is the favorite fighter in average odds with -285 and Raffael the underdog with +225. Also in picks from the Tapology Community, Modestas is the favorite with 84%. And most of them predict that this fight will end in a KO, TKO or a decision. 63 prediction channels out of 71 think Modestas Bukauskas will win this fight. And only 8 channels have picked Raffael to win. And of the best predictors of 2024, all 9 of them have picked Modestas to win. Prediction channels highlighted in green are the best of 2024 based on all their picks. Light green means a return on investment between 5% and 9.9%, and dark green means 10% or higher. When we look at the best favorite predictors of 2024, 13 out of 16 predict Modestas Bukauskas to win, or 81.3%. And for Raffael, the underdog, 0 of the best underdog predictors pick him to win. The best favorite and underdog predictors are channels with the highest ROI when picking only favorites or only underdogs. These are also based on their 2024 results. For more details, check out the end of the year results videos. Links are in the description and at the end of this video. The next fight is in the middleweight division between Klein and Mansur Abdul-Malik. Mansur is a huge favorite with -1000 in average odds, making him the biggest favorite on this card. And Klein the underdog with +630. 93% of the Tapology community predict Abdul-Malik to win via KO or TKO. Of the prediction channels on YouTube, only 2 of them have picked Klein to win, and 69 out of 71 have picked Mansur Abdul-Malik to win for 97.2%, making him the biggest favorite in picks by the YouTube prediction channels on this card. And of the best predictors, all of them have picked Mansur Abdul-Malik to win, and also the best favorite and underdog predictors. The next fight on this card was only added very recently and is between Austin Vanderford and Nikolay Veretennikov in the welterweight division. Veretennikov is the slight favorite with -145 and the underdog with +120 is Austin Vanderford. Veretennikov is also the favorite in picks by the Tapology community with 72% and 28% predict that Vanderford wins. Most people predict that Veretennikov will win via KO or TKO and if Vanderford wins via decision. Because this fight was added only recently, many channels that I track haven't made predictions on this fight, so that's why only 32 channels made a prediction. Out of those 32 channels, 24 predict that Nikolay wins for 75% and 8 have picked Austin to win. And of the best predictors, 4 out of 5 have picked Nikolay to win for 80%. The best favorite predictors all pick Nikolay to win, 8 out of 8. Then we go to the bantamweight division for a fight between Simón and Javid Basharat. With -265 in average odds, Basharat is the favorite and with +210, Simón the underdog. In picks by the Tapology community, Basharat is the favorite with 78% and 22% have picked Simón to win. And almost all of them predict this fight will go to a decision. Out of the 70 prediction channels that made picks on this fight, 60 of them have picked Basharat to win for 85.7% and only 10 channels have picked Simón. Of the best predictors of 2024, 7 out of 9 have picked Basharat to win or 77.8%, so a bit lower than the average for all YouTube prediction channels. And of the best predictors on favorite fighters, 13 out of 16 have picked Basharat to win. And for the underdog in Ricky, only 1 channel of the best underdog predictors has picked him to win. If you enjoy the content and find it helpful or informative, then don't forget to like this video or subscribe. Thank you so much. The next fight is between Nursulton, Ruziboev and McConico. Nursulton is the favorite with -295 and with +230 Eric the underdog. Despite not being a super big favorite, Ruziboev is a huge favorite in picks by the Tapology community with 96%, and most of them think he will win via KO TKO. Also in picks by the YouTube prediction channels, Nursulton is a huge favorite with 66 out of 71 for 93%. And for the best predictors, the best favorite and underdog predictors, all of them have picked Nursulton to win. So yeah, the YouTube prediction channels and the Tapology community have very high expectations for Nursulton Ruziboev. Then, the next fight is in the light heavyweight division between Ion Cutelaba and Ibo Aslan. With -180, Ibo Aslan is the favorite and Ion Cutelaba the underdog with +150. 85% of the Tapology community predict that Aslan will win and that he wins via KO or TKO, and 50% have predicted that Cutelaba wins. In picks by the YouTube prediction channels, Ibo Aslan is not such a big favorite, with 52 out of 71 or 73.2%. And 19 channels have picked Ion Cutelaba to win. When we look at the picks of the best predictors of 2024, it's even a bit lower, with 6 out of 9 for Ibo Aslan for 66.7%. The best favorite predictors are a bit more confident in Ibo Aslan to win, with 12 out of 16 for 75%. And for the underdog in Cutelaba, the best underdog predictors have picked him 2 out of 5 times for 40%. The next one is in the featherweight division between Fili and Melquizael Costa. And in average odds, this fight is basically break even. Although this fight is even in odds, 77% of the Tapology community are picking Fili to win this fight and 22% are picking Costa. However, they all agree this fight will likely go to a decision. And also, the prediction channels on YouTube favor Fili to win with 52 out of 71 for 73.2% and 19 channels have picked Costa. And we see the same with the best predictors. 7 out of 9 pick Fili to win and only 2 pick Melquizael Costa. So, are the bookmakers missing something? Or the Tapology community and the YouTube prediction channels? Since this fight is almost exactly even in odds, we can ignore the best favorite and underdog predictors. But again, most of them have picked Fili to win. The next one is in the light heavyweight division between Alonzo Menifield and Julius Walker. The favorite in average odds is Alonzo Menifield with -245 and with +195 Julius Walker the underdog. 2/3 of the Tapology community or 66% have picked Menifield to win and 34% have picked Walker. Most think this fight will end in a KO or TKO. We see the same percentage with the YouTube prediction channels. 47 out of 71 or 66.2% predict Alonzo Menifield to win and 24 channels have picked Julius Walker to win. However, when we look at the picks of the best predictors of 2024, Julius Walker is the favorite with 5 out of 9 for 55.6%. Also, the best favorite predictors aren't so optimistic of Alonzo Menifield winning with 8 out of 16 or 50%. And for the underdog in Julius Walker, 2 out of 5 of the best underdog predictors think he will win for 40%. The next fight is in the featherweight division between Jan Silva and Melzik Baghdasaryan. Jan Silva is a big favorite in average odds with -550 and with +405 Melzik the underdog. And Silva is the biggest favorite on this card in picks by the Tapology community with 97% of them predicting he will win. And most of them predict he will win via KO or TKO. He's also a pretty big favorite in picks by the YouTube prediction channels with 66 out of 72 or almost 92%. 8 out of 9 of the best predictors also think Jan Silva wins this fight. And when we look at the best favorite predictors, the favorite fighter Jan Silva is picked 14 out of 16 times for 87.5%. And for the underdog Melzik Baghdasaryan, 0 out of 5 of the best underdog predictors think he will win. Then, in the bantamweight division, we have a fight between Raffael and Sean Matsumoto. Sean is the favorite with -155 and with +125 Rapp the underdog. Despite being the underdog, Raffael is the favorite in picks by the Tapology community, although a tiny favorite with 52% and 48% have picked Sean Matsumoto to win, making this the closest fight in picks by the Tapology community. And almost all of them predict that this fight will go to a decision. When we look at the picks from the YouTube prediction channels, Sean Matsumoto is the slight favorite, with 36 out of 68 for almost 53%, and 32 channels have picked Raffael to win, making this the closest fight in picks by the YouTube prediction channels for this card. Matsumoto is a slightly bigger favorite in picks by the best predictors, with 5 out of 8 for 62.5%. Of the best favorite predictors, 9 out of 15 have picked Matsumoto to win. And for the underdog in Raffael, only one channel out of 4 of the best underdog predictors have picked him to win. For the co-main event of the evening is a fight in the middleweight division between Brendan Allen and Anthony Hernandez. With minus 310 in average odds, Anthony Hernandez is the favorite and the underdog is Brendan Allen with plus 245. 85% of the Tapology community are predicting that Anthony Hernandez wins this fight and 15% are predicting Brendan Allen wins. And most predict this fight will go to a decision. In picks by the YouTube prediction channels, Anthony Hernandez is even a bigger favorite. 65 channels out of 71 have picked him to win for 91.5%. Almost all of the best predictors of 2024 predict Anthony Hernandez to win with 7 out of 8. The best predictors on favorite fighters also think Anthony Hernandez will win with 14 out of 15. And only 1 out of 5 of the best underdog predictors picked Brendan Allen to win. And then, the main event of the evening is a fight in the bantamweight division between Henry Cejudo and Song Yadong. Song Yadong is the favorite with minus 280 and Cejudo the underdog with plus 220. 66% of the Tapology community are predicting that Song Yadong wins and 34% are picking Henry Cejudo to win. Most of them are predicting that if Song wins, he wins via KO, TKO or a decision, and if Henry Cejudo wins, via decision. And we see the same results in picks by the YouTube prediction channels. 47 out of 73 are picking Song Yadong to win for 64.4%. And 26 channels have picked Henry Cejudo to win. In picks by the best predictors of 2024, Song Yadong is even a bigger favorite, with 7 out of 9 for almost 78%. And we see the same results for the best favorite predictors, with 12 out of 16 for Song Yadong. And for the underdog in Henry Cejudo, only 1 out of 5 of the best underdog predictors have picked him to win. That was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. If you did, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more like this. If you want to support the channel and get some extra benefits, then don't forget to check out my Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee page. Links can be found in the description. Thank you so much for watching, have a great weekend, enjoy the fights, and I'll see you in the next video.